Well, it's 6:30 in the morning and we are out on this little cliffside pathway overlooking the town of Budva. We're just kicking off our second full day in Montenegro, overlooking the old town Budva. We were hoping to get a good sunrise here right on the cliffs of the Adriatic Sea, but it's pretty cloudy. We don't think the sun's going to make a grand appearance today. And back at the bus station, this time to actually buy tickets.
Cetinje, yeah.
Cetinje, okay.
Yeah.
Now we know.
Yes, please.
So we have about 10 minutes before the bus gets here, heading to the old capital of Cetinje. So we have made it to Cetinje. Little there's the bus station across the road. We're just gonna kind of walk into the town here and see what we can see. Made it into town here. Checking out the statue. 1915. So if I believe Google Translate, this is a monument to the Americans and the Canadians that raised this sunken ship in 1939. The Vlaska church was built on the site of a large necropolis. Been constructed and extended several times. The present architectural form, according to the sign I'm reading here, says it dates to the last comprehensive renovation carried out in 1864, but apparently a couple of the burials in front of here date back to the 14th century. And this building here is the former French embassy here in Cetinje. The French departed the country after World War I, and then it was used by several banks, and now is apparently part of the National Library. And the door's open, so we may as well go in. Ominous sounding click. Doesn't really close. No entries. That's as far as we can get. Next time I'll bring some tuna from breakfast for you. I'd love to see the inside of this house. Former bank building. Now the Museum of Money. The old bank vault.
Original name, product is city Joachimsthal. Name dollar, Dutch dollar, in America dollar.
Yeah,
German.
A lot of Germans moved to.
Museums are always a lot of fun when the docents are very passionate about the topic, and that fellow there at the Money Museum certainly fit the bill. He was a lot of fun. So we're just working our way up this relatively steep and narrow road to look for a geocache called the Cetinje monastery, which I assume is related to the monastery that stood here for many years before being destroyed in, I want to say, the 1600s. And then a modern monastery was built at that time, if you want to call it modern. But we'll get more details when we get downstairs or down. But I think the cache is supposed to be in this rock wall somewhere. So let's see if we can find it. I think it might be over here. This looks like a well-established geo trail leading up to the rock wall here. And we have a spoiler photo that we're trying to match up. Nothing is really matching up yet, but we'll take a look. There we go. So thanks to the spoiler photo and some accurate coordinates, I can see just behind this little rock here. Here is the container, if I can get my fingers on it. It's not easy to get out of there when you have fat fingers. There we go, we found her. That's the first physical cache we found in Montenegro, so it's nice to get that one on the map. So this sign here kind of talks more about what I was referring to at the top of the hill, about the rebuilt monastery here back in the 1700s.
This was rebuilt in the 1700s.
Yeah.
This is the one from the 1700s.
Looks like it. So there we go. We found the cache, now we found the monastery. And we found the rest of our tour group, yes. Just about back to the bus station. Visited a couple museums that I didn't bother filming because they're not really visually interesting in a video form. Feet are feeling like bloody little stumps from walking on concrete and cobblestones, and this is only the end of our second full day here in Montenegro. But yeah, pretty tired from all the touring, but we've only got a short amount of time to see everything that we can, and that's what we're going to try and do. So I think that's where I'm going to wrap things up for today.